Hello and welcome to the Flash tutorials. I, Dr. Rashi Agarwal, in this session will talk about changing the text dynamically for a goal scoring game. So for this, what we will do is that I have imported two clips. This is an image that I have. This is a ball which I have created using the circle tool. For this image, I have converted this into a symbol and I have named the instance goal. This ball I have again converted to a movie clip symbol, and this instance I have named it as a ball. I have also used this to be bring to front, Control Shift up on this ball to make it appear in front of the goal. So what I want this application to do is that once I have my ball within this premises, it should say dynamically on the screen that a goal is scored and nothing otherwise. So now let's first try to make this draggable. So right now you can just see that this is nothing, it's not draggable. So we will just add the action layer. I'll add in layer and you can maybe call it action, so that we know that this is the layer on which the action script is written. And we'll go to the actions. Now first, to make this draggable, I'll just insert the same script we were using in the ETL lecture before. So this is just to make this ball clickable. So I'll again use the same function just on the instance name ball now. So I just need to replace the ETL with the ball here, and my ball will become clickable as discussed in the previous lecture. Sorry, ball, and this also ball. So this should basically make my ball. I'll just say Control Enter, and the ball should become clickable. Yes, it is. Now I just need to write a function so that once it is here, it should say dynamically that a goal has been scored. Now to be able to write the text, I need a text box. So I'll just first make a text box here. Now we have to remember that this has to be a classic text and dynamic text. Why dynamic? Because we need to change the contents of this text dynamically. Now see, in Actionscript, basically everything is a class and they have their own properties. So even text box is a class and it has a property for all the text inside it. So to be able to change that the value of the text, we need to be able to use that property of the text, which will be got only when we have a dynamic text here. So initially maybe we can just say score a goal. Maybe increase this font size. Right. Now we have to remember that once we have done this, we have to embed the text, whatever it is. I'll just say all. Okay. Now once this is embedded, right now nothing is going to happen, but I'll have something like this, and this is clickable. Now I need to add the functionality of being able to score a goal. So for that, I'll just now add more functions to it. So I'll say function check goal, and this is again going to be a mouse event. Returning nothing, so void here, and within this I need to check the goal. Now when will the goal be scored? So the goal will be scored when rulers, and I know that if this is the x-axis, so if my x lies between somewhere around 250 to 500. Now we have to remember that this is the registration point, so we are talking about the central pixel of the ball. So when the central pixel of the ball is lying between here, maybe 260 to the maximum x location is 460, this should be it, maybe here. So 460, we'll just try with 260 to 460, and the y location will be from here 50 to say about 150. You can see the exact values here of the x and y. So we will check whether the position x and position y parameter of this particular ball, when they are lying within this area, we will say that the goal has been scored. So just to add that, I'll modify the action and I'll say if ball dot x, it lies between the value, we had taken the values as 250 pixels and maybe 450, and this is basically a symbol for saying the logical AND condition, that whereas this will be true only when both the conditions are true. So it's like a logical AND. When both the x and y parameters satisfy their conditions, then only this statement will be true. So the other parameter for the y was lying between 150, lying between 50 to maybe 150. I'll just take these values right now. So greater than, so the ball dot y parameter is lying between these. So if this holds true, then my text should change. And how can the text change? I need to change the text. So this also, the instance name, I'll have to give the instance name. I can say my text, and I'll say my text dot text is equal to goal. So if these parameters are satisfied, I should be displaying this value. Once this function is written, I just need to add the event listener. My ball should be able to listen to this event happening. So I'll say ball dot add event listener. This is again a mouse event dot, and when will this occur? When the mouse is released. So when mouse is up, then we have to check the location and call the function check goal. Let's see if it works. So let's see if it works. So let's put it in the goal. Yay, goal. And it's working.